Hello, and welcome to another exciting edition of Hidden in the Universal Vault. I'm Ryan, your host, and welcome you to my review of Ma and Pa Kettle on Vacation. Yes, the Kettles are now going on a big vacation, released in 1953. Yeah, 53. So, as I said before, I have with the previous Ma and Pa Kettle movies. This was another franchise released under the Universal Internationals and was competing against the Francis series, also put up by Universal Internationals. Now, this is a movie I was interested in. For those who come onto this channel, and I guess they're new to this channel, I have reviewed the Ma and Pa Kettle movies. We're now in the second volume with the third, this is the third to last movie of the Kettles. So in this installment, Ma and Pa are heading off to France to go on vacation. But this time it's played more like a murder mystery. So it turns out someone's been murdered. And the Kettles have to try to find a clue. That's Ma and Pa Kettle, or the Kettles. They have to try to find a clue about who murdered this person. So they meet a slew of characters, friends of them, and just the shenanigans that happens with this family. This one, I will say, out of all the Kettle movies, I actually think this one's funny. Now, mind you, that doesn't affect what I'm going to rate this movie, so keep that in mind. So, once again, we see Marjorie Main, and let's talk about the movie. So, once again, let me go ahead and pull this out here and run down the cast in this. So, there's not really much synopsis. So, in this one, we get Marjorie Main, Percy Kilbride, this time Ray Collins, and Boyla Miller. I'm not sure who they are. This was directed by Charles Lamont in this one. So, I think he directed all those. Let me take a look. I do believe... No. The last one was directed by someone else. I'm trying to see... No, it's directed by other people, but Charles Lamont directed the majority of these. So, like I said again, I like this. I find this absolutely hilarious, though. The cinematography, especially when they're in France, is stellar. Well, most of the time they're not outside. So they're just... I don't really have much of a synopsis of what this installment's even about. So I'm trying to word this out, So, what I like again is, Marjorie Main is excellent. I think Ma Kettle is by far the funniest character. Although we get the two Native Americans, and basically they're sort of like the assistants to the Kettles. Basically, they're the precursor to the Native Americans in F Troop. I think I mentioned that before in the previous reviews. But it just goes to show you how insane this movie can be. And what about these characters are just so good. Black and white cinematography, outstanding. I love how, Universal Internationals is an interesting division. They were Universal Pictures, then in the 50s they were the Internationals. After that ended, they went back to Universal Pictures, and it has been since the studio. It's an interesting time period, and it's an interesting era of that era. But I love these characters. The Kettles are just extremely funny. There's not a lot of chase, though. When Pa Kettle says that Ma Kettle has been kidnapped, he tries to get the cops, but the cops don't know, they don't speak English, so he has to try to sort of fight them. So, he tries to pull the two cops' hats down, they chase him, then he runs outside, gets more cops, steps on their foot, and they chase them, and now they got 20 men chasing Pa down the street. So he's running, and then all of a sudden they spot him, and you know what happens in the movie. So that's the climax of this movie. I don't have much to say about this. It's like every other Kettle movie I've watched. But in terms of this, I think I like this more than any of the other ones. I still think The Egg and I is probably my favorite because of the characters in that were come to be likable. But I can get over that again, and I think it works well. The writing's strong, the acting is solid, the dialogue is paced well. And as I said, the black and white cinematography is just gorgeous. I loved everything about this movie. And I think the characters, again, I think in terms of that, I still like the Francis movies, and they're fun too on their own merits. But they're just, this is just, you got, it's a precursor to the redneck comedies. It's a precursor like the Andy Griffiths, the Gomer Pyle's, Petticoat Junction, Green Acres, all those redneck shows that would make fun of that, of the redneck genre. But I think this is a precursor to all those. And again, I like the costume design, and it's just a ton of fun. I'm looking forward to watching the rest of these. The Ma and Pa Kettle at Home and Ma and Pa at Waikiki. I think the Waikiki is going to probably be the best. Maybe. We'll see when we get to that. So, at the end of the day, sure, I can actually recommend Ma and Pa Kettle on Vacation. I got that confused with the other one. We'll get to At Home soon, but in terms of that, yeah, I would say this is worth checking out. I don't have much to say. I've already said this before. I feel like sometimes I'm watching the same thing, but the same thing can be a good thing. Or I just like to say, don't fix it if it ain't broken. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. And that's what they did. They kept the writing the same, the characters the same, everything about the movie is the same. I feel like it's the location setting. Sometimes, like I said, they'll be in the farm. Sometimes they'll be on vacation. Sometimes they'll be like, they're like on vacation. Waikiki is where they go to exotic locations. Well, France, but Waikiki is an exotic, is an island. But we'll get to that when we get to that. So, but for now, I figured Ma and Pa Kettle on Vacation is a solid watch. So let's go ahead and rate this right now. I'm going to give Ma and Pa Kettle on Vacation a 4 out of 5. I personally think this is the best, but that's just personally my opinion. But again, it's probably going to be the same rating as I go forward with these movies, because like I said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's really what this is. I feel like, again, but I will talk about more about Percy Kilbride when I get to the Waikiki one, because you'll see. So, yeah, like I said, go check out Ma and Pa Kettle on Vacation. It's a fun watch. It's a good watch, and I liked it for what it was. It's not perfect, but like I said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So that's my review of Ma and Pa Kettle on Vacation. Thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you do like the content on the channel, like, comment, subscribe, click the bell, ring the bell to get all my video notifications so you don't miss a single video on my channel. I'm also on Letterboxd, guys, so you can check me out there as well. I post on Letterboxd before I go ahead and record the review and then upload it, all that stuff. So I got tons of, like I said, Universal videos, also Vlog City videos. My recent Vlog City episode is on the channel, collection updates. That's recently put up on the channel, so you can check that out as well. And tons of really good content, though. Really, really good stuff. So, it's great. Like I said, it is definitely great. As I'm recording this, we're now in November, so yeah. You probably won't see this be uploaded until a Monday. So I kind of want to give you the heads up as I'm recording this, guys. So, yeah, go check out Ma and Pa Kettle on Vacation. Yeah, Ma and Pa Kettle on Vacation. I had to double check myself to see if that was the right movie I said, but that certainly is. So, Yeah, go check out Mom, Pa, Kettle on Vacation. I'm telling you guys, these are solid movies, and they're solid fun, and just have a good time with the Kettles. They will definitely appreciate it. So yeah, that's it, guys. And as always, keep watching those Universal movies, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.